Hi, my name's Justin Hill, and I'm going to take you step by step through the best and easiest way to create a professional looking WordPress website. This tutorial will be straight to the point. It's designed for absolute beginners, no prior knowledge whatsoever of WordPress. It's easy to follow. You will have your own website ready by the end of this video. So let's get straight into it. We are going to need a domain name for our website. In the past, I have used GoDaddy.com. There are lots of other places that you can get domain names from. So just my suggestion would be to shop around. We come over here. We've got an option to search for a domain. I'm just going to put my name 24/7, search domains, and if it's available it will come up. If it's not available, it might come up with like a broker option where you can potentially buy it from someone, but I personally don't get involved in that side of it. We've got there .co.uk, it's available. You might be looking for a .com, it doesn't matter. So if I go, yeah, I like the idea of that. First year only is 1 penny, but that's committing to a 3-year term. I just click get it, add into cart. Right, we've got continue. Then it will come up with various other options that you may want. I've never used this service, this part of it. So, again, it's up to you. You've got a coming soon page. And then continue to cart. And now we can see our cart. Now, if you don't want to commit for the 3 years, but let's say we just want to do it for 1 year. We're only trialing our website. We're only going to do it for 1 year. That's $6.99. That's 46% off. One item, $6.99. Have a promo code. If you have a promo code, you could apply it there and maybe get more discount. Again, you can find these on the internet just by going to Google, GoDaddy. Domain code. Okay. March 2026 coupons. Click on here. Show coupon code. Copy. We'll try and open up the page again. We'll just go back to where we were. Click in here. But make sure sometimes the code doesn't give you a better deal. So if I apply that. There you go. It's applied the best one. It hasn't actually made it any cheaper. No cheaper. So we're already on the best price. Then we just go ready for checkout. Create an account. Already have an account. I can sign in, or you can create a new account with Google or with your email or with Facebook. Let's just do in this example. Continue. There we go. Now we're getting to the billing information. It's already grabbed some details. Obviously, fill out your address, you set your postcode. You've got a summary there of what you are purchasing. You've got PayPal as an option, and you've also got secure payment details down here. So let's just put in an address. Save. And then what you'll do then, obviously this address isn't real. You then have the option for putting in a new card or PayPal or Klarna. Put your card number in, month and year, security code, just reviewing your order and then making the purchase. I'm not going to do that. I've already got an account set up with them. But that's basically it. You would then have your domain name. Now, once you have your domain name, we need somewhere to host our site. And there are many, many places out there where you can do this. I'm just going to quickly show you a couple. We've got ZFast. That's who I'm currently with reseller hosting. There's also HostGator I've used many, many years ago for quite a long time. And also Ionos. It was called something else back then. Can't remember what it is. 1&1, I think it was. But again, I've used them in the past as well. I'm not going to give any discount codes or try to get you to pick one over the other. I'd rather you had a look around and, you know, make your own judgment call. The only thing I would say is obviously look at the price and what you're getting for that price. But there are a lot out there. I'm just going to go over ZFast because that's who I'm currently with. And yeah, so let's get some hosting. Now, a lot of people now, hosting providers, do provide what they sort of show as being WordPress specific. Come down here, we have a managed WordPress option. It's $4.99 a month. You might be able to get that cheaper, like I say, shopping around. In fact, you probably will get it cheaper shopping around. But this is just for this example. We've got Boost WordPress with exceptional support and WordPress optimization tools. Let's just say we were going to get deal. And it's just, again, just giving you a list of what you're getting, managed with exceptional support, proven performance for enterprise, and optimized for WordPress. We like it. There's a breakdown here of what you're actually getting. So you've got solo, perfect for most WordPress sites with great value-added features. A good thing to have in the back of your mind is, am I looking to create just one site, or am I potentially going to create other sites in the future? Because that could affect what option you go for. So if you're only planning on doing one site and that's probably how it's going to stay, then a solo will probably be fine for you. It's telling you the resources that the server has. WordPress toolkit, what you're getting. It's one website, it's 10 gigabytes of storage, which, to be honest, is plenty depending on what you're going to do with your site, but I'd say that's plenty. Unlimited email accounts, unlimited databases, unlimited bandwidth, security built in, show all features. It's got a load of applications. You've got free daily backups, free site builder, SSH access. So that looks fine to me. Let's just say I was going to do it monthly. It's $5.99 a month. I'm going to click buy now. And then we come to here. And then you've got things like new domain name, register a new domain name, transfer a domain to them, which we're not going to get involved in that side of it. And then we've got existing domain, update your NS, which is your name servers records. So I'm going to just select that one for now. And then let's put Justin Hill 24/7. Okay. Let's put use that. Then it's going to try and offer you some other bits and bobs. Add professional email security and archiving. Again, I'm having none. Click continue. Then we get to the shopping cart review page where we have our Manage WordPress hosting, $5.99. Subtotal, we've got VAT on top. Total due today is £7.19. We can go to checkout. And then it's just your normal checkout form. You've got to put your details in. Password. And then confirm a password. You can pick a security question. And then put your answer. So this will be your login details to get into your hosting account. And then we've got payment details here, card number, expiry date, CVV, and enter the name, or you could do PayPal and go into PayPal. Got an option to join the mail list. Good to see it defaults to no. Terms of service, you would tick that, and then you would complete the order. Again, I'm not going to do that because I've already got an account with them, but this shows you the whole process. When you log into your GoDaddy account, you will see something like this. It will show some of your existing items that you currently have. And it will be your domain name that will show up that you purchased to set up the account. I've got a few domain names here. So if I come down and I find the one I'm going to use, justinhill.me, I purchased it a while ago, and we're going to set that up. We're going to go over to DNS settings. And here we have name servers. Now we need to direct this domain name to where the data is going to be hosted, the files and everything that makes up WordPress. So that will be on our zfast hosting that we set up earlier. I've already done it because this is an existing one. I go down here and I've got ns1.azu.co.uk and ns2.azu.co.uk. That will link to the zfast hosting so that when people typing justinhill.me, it knows where it's going to find the information. You would put in here the name servers that you need, and these would be provided when you create your account, whether it be with HostGator, zfast, or whoever. To change them, you'd literally just go up here and click Change Name Server. You've got GoDaddy name servers recommended, but I'm not with GoDaddy, so I need to put these custom ones in. You would just type them in, and then you would click Save. When you do that, it won't work immediately. It takes a while for propagation to happen around the web. What do I mean by that? Right, here we go. So DNS propagation is the time-consuming process of updating domain name systems, DNS records across the global network of servers. In the context of hosting, it refers to the period it takes for the internet to recognize that you have moved a website to a new server or changed domain settings. Propagation can take anywhere from a few minutes to 48 to 72 hours. I've never known it take that long. Usually within a couple of hours it's done. And there, you just click save, and that's it. And that's it. So you wait for that to all update. And now we go back to our hosting. To access our hosting, we are going to come up here, and I'm just going to type the domain name /cpanel. And there we are. We're at the cPanel. I'm just going to type jhill 766. So we're just putting in our login details for our account. And then we are logging in. And what you should see would be something similar to this, depending on obviously what version of cPanel your provider is using. And from here, there are various ways that we could install WordPress. We have up here WordPress Management, WordPress Manager by Softaculous. So I'm just going to go up to WordPress Management, click on here. You don't have WordPress sites connected yet. Install a new WordPress site or scan to find existing ones. So I can just go, boom, install WordPress. And then it's going to come up with some random values will be generated if fields are left blank. So we are literally just going to click install. Well, first, I guess I should show you that there is nothing there. Justinhill.me. Take out the cPanel. Sorry, this service is unavailable. So that's just like a holding screen. There is nothing set up in the root directory. That is it. So we're going to come over. I'm going to click install. Now it's installing, downloading, unpacking. It's creating the database, configuring the installation. At the end of this, hopefully we have 5 green ticks. And there we go. We have 5 green ticks. Installation complete. So you can install plugins. We can click no thanks. For now, I'm just going to click no thanks. And I'm going to go in. Let's go in and have a look. Well, first, let's just go to here, refresh the page. And there we go. The default WordPress template is being displayed. So we now have WordPress on here. So we can log in. So let's go and log in. And we are in the WordPress dashboard, the admin dashboard. We've already got an update showing here. Let's just click on here. Current version, you have the latest version of WordPress. Good. New translations are available. Okay, just update that to get rid of the tick. And there we go. So now it's gone. So if we go into plugins, installed plugins, it's already installed by default spam protection and this Hello Dolly. We can now check the themes that we currently have installed. But what we want to do is we want to add another theme. So we're going to go add theme. And we're going to pick, there you go, one of the first ones that comes up, Astra, which is a very popular free theme. But we're just going to click install. And now it's installing. If the Astra theme doesn't come up for you, then it's just a case of going up to the search themes section, typing in Astra, clicking return, and then it will appear. It is now installed, but it's not active yet. you'd have to activate it. If we look, this is what our existing website looks like. Fresh. There you go. You're now getting an admin bar along the top. That's our existing site. If we go back here, if we activate it, right, it's now activated. If we come here and we refresh, there we go. It's changed. It's now using that theme. We have a sample page there. And we can see here that that's the one that's active. Now we have our theme installed. It's time to pre-populate and get the layout so that it is better. And there are default layouts that you can use that have been pre-made, and you can install them easy so you have something to start with. If we look at the moment, it's not that exciting. There's not a lot going on because it's all empty. So what we can do is we will come over here, we will go to plugins, and we've got an option, start building now. And if we go and click on this, what it says here is by clicking start building now, you agree to install and activate the starter templates plugin. So we are going to go start building now. It's going to activate it. Welcome to Astra. Build a fast, beautiful WordPress site effortlessly. And let's get started. So get helpful updates, new features and tips to make your website better while helping us improve Astra. For now, I'm going to skip this, but obviously you could complete it. All right, select your features. So we're just going to go continue. I'm not selecting any of these. And we click continue. So I'm going to click build with templates. And then we get some options here. So please choose your preferred page builder from the list below. We've got the block editor, WordPress block editor, or we've got Elementor. And we're going to use Elementor. We now see a massive selection of templates that we can pick from. Now, if you're not a designer, then using a pre-existing template as a starting point is a really good way of getting your website up and running quickly. You can basically work your way along these various options here, all these different categories, and find the template that you want. You've got like agency. And just keep looking. Local business, might be transport, haulage company, quite like that, that's quite cool. There is lots for you to choose from. To find the template that you want, you can come up here, you can type food, and it'll come up with the sort of restaurant type ones, Burger Nation. Actually, it's quite nice, make me hungry now. And you've got, you can do it that way, or you can come over here and we can go down and we can click on restaurant, and there you go, it's there as well. Or you might want a professional site, you might want something to do with accountants. And then you've got them there. You will note also that some of them have this premium on there. That means that they are paid ones. You would need to pay to have them and use them. So when you found the template that you like, and although a lot of them are premium, there are quite a few that aren't. I quite like that one. If I click on it, you can already customize it. You can upload a site logo there. We can change the fonts if we wanted to, and we can also change the colors. So if we just look there at what it's currently got, and let's change it to say more green, and there we go, it's changed there, maybe orange. Yeah, so we can play around with the colors of it there. I quite like that. Or is that better? No, I quite like green. Green's okay. And then we click continue. And then it's going to give us some other options. Select the features you want on this site. You got e-commerce, SEO, search and visibility, contact form. It's already got ticked by default. It's got page builder because obviously we want to be able to build. And we've got free live chat, etc. But we've got here the following plugins will be installed and activated for the selected features. Star is required plugins for the website. So these two, because we chose Elementor as our building tool, and WP Forms is required for our contact form, these are required. And let's click continue. That's a little bit about yourself, how to improve. I'm just going to skip and start building. Installing required theme, plugins, forms, etc. It shouldn't take too long. Hooray! Confetti! Your website is ready and it took just 41 seconds to build. So I can view your website, we'll just refresh up here and then we've got finish setup. So if I just come here, let's just refresh. And look at that. Doesn't that look better? Already up and running, we have a layout ready to go with pictures. That's fantastic. How quick was that? Now we are all set up and ready to go. The website's there. It's time to start looking at how we can customize the pages. There are two ways we can access the pages and start editing with Elementor. One of the ways is via the WordPress dashboard. So we are logged into WordPress and then you come to pages. Click on there and then we get the pages that are on our website, and then we just hover over a page and then you've got edit with Elementor, and then that will take us into the page builder. Another way that you can edit pages with Elementor is simply by going to your website. So type your URL in a browser. If you are logged into your WordPress backend, you will get this black admin toolbar along here. And then you can simply just click edit with Elementor and it will start editing the page you are on. So we can swap pages, and then if I click edit with Elementor, it will start editing this page. So if I go edit with Elementor, and now it's loading up the page builder. Before we can start customizing the pages on our website, we need to understand how the structure works within Elementor. How are these pages built? So over on the right hand side here, we have the structure, which is the structure of this home page. Now we have a container here. If I click on that, that has highlighted this section here. So that container is for all of this here. The next container is for this section here. And the next container there is for this section here. So they're all stacked, one on top of the other. Within the container, there are multiple elements. The first one being a heading, and then the next one is some text, and then we have another container, and within that container are 2 buttons. This structure is exactly the same for the rest of the page. So we scroll down, we have a container here, which is this container, the next one. I click it, it highlights it, and then within that container you will have various elements. And the same here. We click on there, which will be this one. We open it up, expand it, we have a container here. We click on that, that is this section here. And then if we click this one, that is this section here. And within each container, you will have elements. So image, that image, image, that, etc. So it's all made up exactly the same. It's done in sections. Each section is within a container. Now let's close this structure window and look at how we can start editing some of our elements on the home page. So we could start with this heading here. We can simply just click in it. Over here we have some details. You've got the text in here. We could edit it in here. I can just type some text and it appears over here. Or you can click in here and edit directly within here. We can also customize these buttons down here. So if I click on a button, we then get some options here for editing the button. One of those is the text. So I could change that to, I don't know, get instant quote. And because it's a link, it's a button, we want it to link to somewhere. Now that could be a URL on another website, or it could be you want to link it to an internal page within your website. So for instance, here I can type, let's see, projects. If I start typing PR, and then I get a list of my pages and posts on here. So I'll just click projects. So now that links to my projects page. You've got icons. There's other options here. So I can get it to open in a new window so that when someone clicks on it, it pops open a new window rather than using the current window that you're in. And there's just various attributes as well. We can also change the styling on this button. So we can come up here, we have style. We click on that. We now have various things here we can do. We've got text color, we've got background type, color, box shadow on the buttons, loads and loads of options here. The background type is classic. Color. So if I click on primary here, it's now changed the button color here. Now if you think, oh, I don't like that, you can simply just Control Z and it will undo the change. If we scroll down, let's look at this here. So we have a couple of images in here. I would click on Edit Image. Choose Image. And I need to upload the file. And select it. And now we have that image. We can change the resolution. We can also add elements by clicking the plus sign up here, add element. So we're going to do it within this container. Well, actually, we'll do it here. This container, add an element, and then we're going to select what sort of element we want. A variety of things here. We've got heading, image, text, video, divider. I'm going to select button and change the text. Contact us. And then you put a link here if we wanted to link to something. Got a link to our contact us. There we go. We now have two buttons. But they are not side by side. So if I drag that up to here, it still doesn't put them together. So how can we solve this? So if we look at the structure, if I click on here and here, there's two buttons, but they're only within this container. So if I go over here, click a plus, I'm going to add a container, and within that container I'm going to put contact us and the learn more. It lets me do it. Now they're both within the container now, but they're still not side by side. So if I click on the container, direction, so we've got the items direction here. We want the row, so this row, for them to be horizontal. Or we can do that, or we can do that, or we can do that. So I want them to be like this. Now, what if you wanted to delete an element? So we added the contact us. I've changed my mind. I'm just going to delete. I can right click and I can click delete. There you go. It's gone. We've deleted an element, but what happens if we want to delete a whole section? So for instance, scroll down. Let's just say that we didn't want this section to appear anymore. We don't want it. You can just simply click here. It says delete container. Boom. It's gone. So we've made all of these changes, but it's not live yet. It hasn't been saved. It's not published. So we need to come up the top here and we need to click on publish. If you wanted to start customizing some of the other pages on the website, you simply just come over here and then we click on here and we have the other pages that are on the website. Another useful tool is these options here, which enables you to view what your website would look like in different sizes. So you've got desktop, you've got tablet, and we've got mobile. So we've got tablet, we've got mobile. To add a new page to your website, you can go to your URL, make sure you're logged into the WordPress backend. You will have this black admin toolbar here, and then you just simply come up here, click new, and then come down to page. We're getting this design library coming up. I'm just going to click close, and here we are, a new page. We're on our new page. I'm just going to edit title. We can call it whatever we like. I could just call it equipment. And then I can go up here. We can click publish and publish. And now we're going to edit with Elementor. So we're on our new created page that we've just created. And we've got the header that comes in by default, the site header, and the site footer down here. Now we could manually start creating what we want here by selecting a container and then say selecting a heading and doing it this way, but you could also use some predefined templates by clicking over here. You've got starter templates. Now there should be some blocks here, but it's not working today for some reason, and there'd be blocks that you can select. But we can come here and we can come down here. Let's find one that I like. So let's just say I like this layout here. We can click on this. I can click import template. And now it's come into here. We can obviously then make our changes like we would do. Let's just say that I didn't want this section. I'm going to get rid of this here that we started typing earlier. Not sure why that's appearing there. I like this, I like this, I don't want that. And I'm happy with that. There. And all we need to do is click on publish. So we've created this, it's all ready to go. I've clicked publish, but it's not on our navigation menu. So we need to add it to it. And to do that, we come back to our website. Here, we've got the option here to click on customize. And then we come down here, we've got menus. And then we have some various primary menu, currently set to primary menu. Let's click on that. And then we've got home, about, services, projects, contact. So I want to add an item. And we're going to find equipment, click on that. It's now there. We can reposition it if we want. Drag in. And then we're just going to click publish. Then if we come back here, refresh, we have it here. Let's click on it. And there's the page. It's just a little oversight, something I've missed, but I thought it was good to leave it in because it's something that you might miss. We can easily get rid of this by going to edit page. And you see here, because we need to type this in because it's what creates the title here for the page, the name for the page, but we don't want it visible. So we just click up here and now it's not visible. If I click save and then come here, let's refresh this. We'll see that it's gone. And view the page. We can see that it's now gone. We have covered how to edit and change the content of pages, but the one area we haven't covered is how to make a change to the header, which is this section, and the footer, which is this section. Now to do this, we will need to head over to the customizer. And when we move over an element that can be edited, or a section, we see this pencil. So we've got the header there and the footer here. So if we go to the header and I click on this pencil, we then get to see the options that are available. So we can adjust the height. You also got it down here. You've got the button, which is that button. You've got a menu, which is in the center, which is there. And then you've got a side title and a logo, which is there. We've got design options here. So we can change padding, margins, bottom border. I can make that thicker, or I can get rid of it completely. Background. So there's various things that we can change here. And then you have to remember to say publish. If I go back, let's try footer. And then you've got the various layouts for the footer. You've got widget 1, which is that, widget 2, that, widget 3, which is this area, widget 4 is there. And then a copyright bit, which is down the bottom. Again, we can play around with it. We've got the design side of it. We can change spacing, background colors, border colors, etc. I hope you had fun creating and editing your WordPress website. Thanks for watching. Take care.